What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday. Bitcoin Chris checking in once again. And of course, we're going to go over the Bitcoin price, see what's going on. Make sure that you guys hit that like, share, subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're on Twitter, head over to YouTube. Appreciate it. Also, if you're on Twitter, just make sure you hit that like and retweet. We have some consolidation going on right now. So we're jumping to the charts in just one moment. But make sure you guys go check out and pre-order my new book, Bitcoin Dad, Fiat Dad. At bitcoin-fiatdad.com. Head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get your $10 free Bitcoin. Start to DCA. And we're going to jump right into the Bitcoin price right now. And we're going to check out, what's been going on with the news lately. So what I'm going to do right now, share my screen. And we'll jump right in. All right, excellent. So here we are. We are looking at the 1 hour chart. We are still consolidating in between these lows. Let me turn off notification. All right, cool. All right, I extended that. This bull flag, bull pennant, whatever you would like to call it, it is extended. Obviously, I had to adjust it. I can still need to adjust it a little bit more. Maybe like this. We got 1, 2, 3 touches. I think it's ready to blow. Next touch, we'll see how that goes. We have 1, 2, 3 touches down here. So that's that. Again, as I mentioned in an earlier video, we could still get a, BART pattern. We have a red dot here on the hourly, but VWAP starting to head up. Let's look at this money flow. Let's zoom in right here. Money flow is still green, or in this case, I changed it to yellow. Red money flow means sells. Obviously, green, aka yellow, in this case means buys, more money coming in. This is RSI, stochastic RSI. Both headed down. Looks like they're starting to curl up. We got the wave coming down, but it could reverse. And VWAP is this orange line headed up. So I think we could see a pump, but we shall see. We're going to jump to the 4 hour chart. 4 hour chart, we do have a green dot, which I did send out a tweet previously. Hit resistance, came back down. We now have a red dot on the 4 hour, which is not good. RSI, stochastic RSI headed down, and VWAP headed down. We still got a ton of money flow, as you can see here, but this is not looking too good if this is going to be red dotting right here. So when did this turn to a red dot? Okay, we got an hour left to see if that confirms. If that's still there in an hour, then looks like we could come down. Could come down, and that would be at the 30,000. Like I've already talked about this in previous videos, just recapping here and going over what could possibly happen. So we have that. We have consolidation in this range. That is the 4 hour. Let's jump to the 2 hour real quick. Red dot. Back to the 1 hour, red dot. Let's go to 30-minute. 30-minute looks like we could be rounding up. RSI, stochastic RSI is looking like it's starting to round up. Money flow is in the red. So this could come back up. So we'll see how that goes. We'll jump into the daily. And it looks like it's turning up on the daily. RSI flat. Money flow still green. Great news. And we'll jump to the weekly once again, because the weekly candle yesterday closed. Just a week? 11 weeks. I was about to say what? 1 week. All right, there it is. All right, still headed up strongly on RSI, stochastic RSI. However, we do have VWAP headed down. Momentum is still pointing up. We got money flow still in the green, aka yellow in this scenario. Now we got 34,324. Let's see. Check out the monthly chart. Monthly, we got got a green dot on the monthly, which is great. October 1st, as you can see, curvature here. Shout out to Crypto. Interested in the uh, YouTube description. So you don't know what you're doing. All right, so now we jumped into the 20 chart. Down over here, oversold at 3 o'clock. All right, all right. All right, sorry about that. I had a little bit of a technical difficulty, but I'm back now. And what I was saying is that they're pretty much trying to ban mixing services, and they're invading your privacy. So, make sure you guys take advantage of the opportunity to object and to list your concerns if you guys are interested in doing that. Make sure you guys are doing that. Okay. Um, you know, I feel like our rights are slowly but surely being, trampled on and being diminished and being taken away from us. And this is just another example of how they're doing so, because they're trying to again stop all the mixers, this, that, and the third, and try to keep tabs on everybody. So you have no privacy as an American citizen. You have no right to speech, right to do what we're supposed to be able to do, unalienable rights. So shout out to Jan. Make sure you guys go do that if you're able to. CoinDesk been clowns. They don't like Bitcoiners. They're a bunch of shitcoiners. So they're clowns. Let's see. Perfect. From Dubai AIM Summit, Mohammed El Iranian, sorry if I'm butchering your name, at Dubai AIM Summit said that likes a barbell portfolio of cash and Bitcoin, also like other alternative assets like private credit and litigation finance. So this is a big deal because, this is the Dubai AIM Summit, and the AIM Summit is going to be, tons of people that have lots of money, and for them to be interested in considering, and for him to even say that he likes Bitcoin is just going to, bring awareness and hopefully more residents of Dubai and all over the world take heed and, take advantage of that information. So let's see. Tesla's down bad. Obedience is far better than sacrifice. 1 Samuel 15:22. Shout out to the Bible. Shout out to God. People who are afraid to borrow money from the banks are the same people that are struggling. Use the bank's money. I've gone over that several times. Breaking news: 840 billion global bank standard chartered to launch Bitcoin and crypto custody services for institutions in Hong Kong. Institutions are coming, whether you like it or not, ready or not. Here they come. I made when the Barbie movie came out, and the lady, I think her name is Margie, she said that her husband, talks about Bitcoin, loves Bitcoin, and everybody went crazy talking about Bitcoin. So I made a little rap, and I said, and one of the lines in the song that I made was, I hope you're ready for the run on the banks. And today, U.S. bank commercial deposits, hitting lows. So we're really waiting on, another bank to fail, whether it be, I don't think it's going to be a major bank, but, we'll start to see some banks collapse, hopefully in the next month or two, right? And I say hopefully because that way we can start to see a rise in Bitcoin. And not only that, people can stop trusting in these banks and, put their money into an asset that's going to continue to grow over time. Shout out to Chris. A few uncomfortable things you got to get comfortable with to get to the next level. Asking quote unquote dumb questions. If you don't ask, you don't know. Paying for ads, promotions. Some people refuse to pay for ads. Don't know why. But it is what it is. Paying for information. That's a big one. You got to pay to play. Mentorship is very important, and you'll skip the learning curve, and you will save a lot of money that way versus and time, right? So time is much more important than money. So if you can pay for the information and cut the time in half, that's way, way, way better, in my opinion. Not panic selling assets. So if you see Bitcoin go down 60, 50%, 70%, that doesn't mean sell. That means DCA and buy more. Assets being in the red, you got to get used to seeing red. Going back to the basics and accepting constructive criticism. I said this today. We're going to pump it up. We didn't pump too much yet. I thought we were going to break out, but we didn't. But it's okay. Anytime I post this video, y'all know what time it is. Time to pump it up. This is for those who want to fix their credit or want to make some additional money. If you guys need some extra credit or extra income, and you want to fix your credit, there's 2-in-1. This client, I helped her fix her credit. She joined my affiliate program, and she's making some money by referring people to fix their credit. So I fixed her credit. She knows it works, and she wanted to, sell the service as well. It's only $99 a month if you got $98 a month if you guys are interested, or you can pay it in full. All right. Let's see. Laser eyes to 100,000, as you know. Buy this dip or have fun staying poor. Super mood. I love this video. This is from back in when it is. This is from 2021, so 2 years ago. Posting 100,000. A little early. I am a little early. Weekly still looking good. Went over that 4-hour green dot. That's what I was telling you guys about. Then we have the red dot that just came up. Daily, we were moving up. Quick 17% if you trade. I trade on Bing X. Let's see. If you don't accumulate Bitcoin during the quiet times, you will need to pay a lot more for it when it becomes mainstream. Shout out to Da Vinci. And this is Stacy. History will look to March 2020 as being the end of the rapid end for fiat. Monthly mortgage payment for purchases of existing homes using the 30-year average mortgage rate stands at $2,326. This is a substantial increase from $997. So back in 2020, your 30-year mortgage average $997. Today it stands at $2,326. Recently, rising mortgage rates are offsetting a slight decline in existing home prices. All right, let's go back. Y'all eating McDonald's like that, guys? 14% as price hikes boost U.S. sales. So prices went up at McDonald's. Their revenue climbs 14%. And, I don't know if there's a dollar menu anymore, but apparently not, right? Because if they're gaining 14%, either that or more people are eating McDonald's because that's what they can afford. But I don't understand it if it's going up in price. So, stop eating poison. If you like the fries, cool. I mean, if you've grown and you had McDonald's fries before, cut the fries out. Cut the fries out of your diet, guys. Cut the Big Mac out of your diet. Now, if you're after the club and whatnot, there's so, if you're gonna get a burger, at least get a real burger, guys. There's a real burger joint, Five Guys, other burger joints that you can get some real beef from, right? But you guys do what you do. Buy your McDonald's if you want. Sales of existing homes in the U.S. are on pace for its lowest annual total since 2008. So home sales are slowing down. Arthur Hayes, in times of strife, trust the Lord and your portfolio shall flourish. Since Russia-Ukraine war, TLT, U.S. Treasury ETF, negative 16, Bitcoin's up 50%. Since Hamas-Israel war, TLT, negative 3, Bitcoin's up 24%. Yahtzee. Americans spent more money at the fastest rate in nearly 2 years last quarter, per Bloomberg, because you have to spend more to get the same results or to get the same things that you were getting 2 years ago. So this is why this is called inflation, guys. Americans spend more money at the fastest rate because you have to spend more money to keep up with the same things that you were buying 2 years ago. That's the grand idea of inflation. They're stealing your purchasing power over time, guys. Grandarizing all toxic Bitcoiners. I thought this was hilarious, and a lot of people did too. Van Eck amends spot ETF application, signals signals unique seeding approach. Unlike BlackRock cash-based approach, Van Eck suggests using real Bitcoin for seed funding. This strategy offers the ETF instant and direct exposure to Bitcoin. So, shout out to Van Eck. They're going to be purchasing Bitcoin directly for their seeding, and it's different from BlackRock because BlackRock's going to be using cash, and they're going to use direct Bitcoin. So, shout out to that. We'll see how that goes. One day you'll wake up and there won't be any more time to do the things you always wanted to do. So do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Amen. This lady went in on a rant. We're not going to watch that now. If you're interested in that, go watch that. 13 hours ago, almost 100 million transferred into Binance. And I think that'll be... Oh, yeah, I didn't post any videos this weekend. Me and my girl went out the other day. Shout out to my baby. Great video. I love watching this guy. He's really dope. UFOs in public. Yep. All-time high before halving. We got 50% says yes. 49% says no. Too many bears, man. I think we hit all-time high. Too many bears. I'm going to continue to share this because this is very dope and very crucial information. 38,000 Bitcoin will liquidate almost 600 million. We'll see if that has climbed. I'm not able to do it on the site because I don't know how to access this information on the website, but I'll go to CoinGlass. But I don't know how to access that information on the website. But on the app, it's very easy. So 40K is the target, as I've mentioned days ago, right? And this is just I was just on Binance. It would be 600 million liquidated just on Binance. I think they're trying to, trap more shorts, more bears. But the most important part is this, and I'll send an updated tweet about this in about an hour. It's 1.8 billion on all exchanges for the price target of about 38,000. I put 28, I meant 38, and I wrote that here, 38,000. And here you can see 1.84 billion, almost 2 billion would be short liquidated if we hit that price of about 38,000. It's 36,000. Let me zoom in. It's 37,725, but it's definitely gonna zoom to 38, sorry, and then 40,000, of course, because it's gonna be FOMO and all that good stuff. But almost 2 billion in shorts that will be liquidated when we hit about $38,000 per Bitcoin. So I think that's gonna have a crazy, crazy effect. And bears need to learn their lesson. Bears are the thing with the bears is that they're perma bears, right? They're permanent bears. They're still calling for $10,000 Bitcoin, still calling for $12,000 Bitcoin. They're still calling for nonsense, right? So it is what it is. I'd be posting. I'd be talking hella crap. All right, so I think that's going to be it. Let's check out CoinGlass real quick, and then we'll go to Cointelegraph as well. Check out some news articles. Let's see if I can find, I think it's the heat map that I was looking at. Let's see if I can find I know y'all want to see my beautiful face. Let me get back on here so y'all can see me. Y'all can see me now? All right, cool. All right, so here's the liquidation map. Let's see if we can do all. No. All right, scroll down. Okay, cool, cool. BTC, we'll do 30 day. We'll do, I think that's all. Was it Bitcoin? There it is right there. Yep, it's Bitcoin. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay, cool. I'm not tripping. Wait a minute. I gotta. Ain't no way, Sway. No! But what does it have to be at? 30,000. Okay, so this has changed. This has changed a lot. 30,000 would trigger $3.2 billion long liquidations. So this wasn't like this when I posted the video, when I posted these stats. So 30,424 would liquidate $3.2 billion worth of Bitcoin longs. And 38,400 now would liquidate almost 2 billion in shorts. Sheesh. Man, this is not good. Not good because, you know, like I mentioned in the previous video, guys, like the exchanges can see the same data that I'm looking at. The exchanges and the whales can see that. So you know what they'll probably do? They'll probably dump it to 30,000 and then go back up, wipe out the longs, and then go right back up, get more bears to go in. This will probably jump to 3 billion, and then boom, knock out bears. They'll knock out everybody, and then Bitcoin will continue to range higher. So, with that being said, be careful. It's not good. And then that goes along with the thesis of, you know, we got some bearish divergence. We got some bearish indicators on the higher time frames. You see 4 hour pointing down, VWAP headed down. We got that red dot, right? So this is not good. Not good for the shorts that are over leveraged. And then here we have on the hourly, we're starting to go back up, which is great. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Let's jump into Cointelegraph. Go to Bitcoin news. All right, so we'll just jump into this, and then I did see another story I wanted to read, but all right, I'll jump into that as well. CME becomes the second largest Bitcoin futures exchange as open interest surges. The surge in CME Bitcoin futures open interest have helped regulated derivatives perform and attain a 25% market share in Bitcoin futures. So they are the second largest behind Binance, and third is Bybit, and fourth is OKX. All right, so the CME open interest hit 3.58 billion on October 30th, pushing the regulated derivatives exchange platform to jump 2 positions from the previous week. The CME overtook Bybit and OKX with 2.6 billion and 1.7 billion in open interest, respectively, and it's just a few million away from Binance's 3.9 billion. So I think they will become number one because, you know, all that old money, all that you know, all that Wall Street money, all that old money, all that big money gonna be coming in through CME. So good news, good news. SBF takes the stand. Buy Bitcoin searches soar. So SBF has been taking a stand, and he's denying wrongdoings and saying that he's been made a mistake and he didn't know it was illegal to use clients' funds for whatever reason, right? For other things other than what they were intended for. So ignorance of the law is no excuse. It doesn't matter if you knew or not. It's still illegal, my boy. Still illegal, my boy. But what's crazy is that, again, as I mentioned in a previous video, financial crimes, you get the least amount of time for financial crimes. So if you're gonna do a crime, don't do any crimes. But if you do a crime, and make it a financial crime, because you're gonna get slapped on the wrist, guys. The bankers rob you guys, rob us every day. They get slapped on. They get a fine. Banks rob us every day. They get a fine. They manipulate gold prices. They get a fine. They do all these crazy things, and nobody goes to jail. So I highly doubt he's gonna go to jail. He'll probably just pay a fine, or I think he'll pay a fine and he will be on house arrest or have like probation. I don't think he's going to do any time in jail. That's my prediction. We'll come back to this video in the future and see if I was right. Buy Bitcoin search queries on Google surged 826% in the UK. Google searches for buy Bitcoin have surged worldwide amid the rally. The searches in UK growing by more than 800% last week, according to the research from cryptogambling.tv. The search term buy Bitcoin spiked a staggering 826% in the UK over a course of 7 days in the United States. Data from Google Trends shows that should I buy Bitcoin now increased by more than 250%, while niches including can I buy Bitcoin or Fidelity increased 3,100% in the last week. Zooming out further, the search term is good time to buy. Is it a good time to buy Bitcoin? Saw a 110% gain worldwide over the last week. Why y'all asking Google like Google gonna tell y'all? Buy Bitcoin. Why you asking Google? Just buy Bitcoin. Check out the trends. We gonna look at our own trends. Okay, we got some activity. What's the time frame on this? Past. Let's do 90 days. Oh, look at that. Big spike. October 23rd. What happened on October 23rd? Did we pump? Hawaii, California, Nevada, Florida, Washington are the top 5 searching for Bitcoin on Google. How to buy Bitcoin on eToro app is a breakout. Let's look up how should I buy. Excuse me. Over the past 90 days, okay. September 20th, October 14th. Highest spikes. It's going to be Hawaii. What's going on in Hawaii? Mississippi, y'all damn sure need some damn money in Mississippi. Maryland, MD, 72, Tennessee, Nevada. Crazy. It's great to get insight on these things. How much should Bitcoin should I buy? Let's look at this. Past 90 days, let's see how many people ask this question. It's funny, I don't really ask Google questions like this. I never really thought about it. I would rather ask ChatGPT than Google. September 2nd, September 25th, October 6th, October 16th. Anything under 50, I'm not counting. August 7th. New York and Texas How much Bitcoin should I buy? The correct answer, guys, is as much as you can. Okay, let's jump back into Bitcoin real quick. I want to see the next top 5 states. Wyoming, Senator Lumens, you banned. New Hampshire, Alaska, New York, and Colorado. Florida, Cali, Nevada, New York, Hawaii, Washington, Montana, Illinois. Dark blue. We're looking at dark blue here. Anything light blue, we're not really paying attention to. New York. What's this? This New Hampshire. Boom. Yeah. So this is great information. If I was a Bitcoin company, was looking to market to individuals, I would look at the Google Trends and set ads in these places, right? Because that's the wise thing to do. You don't want to spend money. For an example, what's the lowest one on here? Let's go to the last. Let's go to the last one. Mississippi. Exactly my point. You don't want to spend ads for people in Mississippi because they don't really care. Louisiana, no. West Virginia, no. Alabama, no. It's funny how all these are like the broken states too. Indiana, Kentucky, Alabama, West Virginia, Louisiana, and Mississippi, all brokey states, right? And they're not searching for Bitcoin. It shows I guess it kind of shows the intelligence level, I guess, in my opinion, of how, or the, let's just say, I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence, but I'm saying it just shows, the intelligence level of people in these states because, I think they're not seeing as, I don't know. I don't live in these states, so I don't know. I don't think they are experiencing as much. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they are experiencing inflation, but I don't think they're financially literate enough to understand what's going on. I know I know they feel what's going on, but I don't think they know what's going on. But for them to even be on the list, that's fine. But I wouldn't spend I digress. I wouldn't spend ads in any of these places because these people aren't really, you know, interested. The search increase is not, it's not there, right? So I wouldn't waste money paying for. I wouldn't target these states. I would just target the states that are 50 and higher or 60 and higher. I would go with 60. So anything from here on over, if I was a company, I'll probably just spend money in these states, right? The top 10 or top 20. Yeah, top 20. So buy Bitcoin, guys. You head over to swanbitcoin.com/Bitcoin Chris. Get $10 for Bitcoin. Let's see. Is there any other news? I did see something that I wanted to go over, but I don't know if I can find it again. I don't think I can find it. So I think that's going to be it for today's video, guys. Make sure you guys get familiar with CoinGlass and look up the data, look up the liquidation map. Is that the heat map down there? Nope. Let's look at the heat map. Yeah, I don't know how to find a lot of the stuff because it's so much easier on the app that when I come over to the website, I just don't know where anything is. I know this is all here, but it's just so much to look at. I don't even know. I don't know how to find and navigate on the website. I just love using the app. The app is so much easier. But let's see. Again, we got liquidations, as you can see here. We got liquidations at 80 million, down at 33. 33. Liquidations at 34.9. 35, 35. What's this? This is 3 days. Let's go over 1 month. All right, so Coin Glass, shout out to Coin Glass. Make sure you guys hit that like, share, subscribe. If you guys have not already, please make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, retweet, like, share. Go get your $10 free Bitcoin on Swan. And, looks like we're coming back up slowly but surely. Let's jump into the 30-minute real quick before we slide. Got that green dot. Hopefully we can come back up. I have alerts set at 34.8 and then another alert set once we pass 35, 150. And I will send out those alerts, of course, on Twitter. So make sure you're following me on Twitter if you have not already. Let me go ahead and close this out. So with that being said, this is Bitcoin Chris checking in once again. Happy Monday. God loves you. I love you. Check out my new book is coming out very soon. So go to bitcoindadfiatdad.com, pre-order my new book. Shout out to British, shout out to Max, shout out to Stacy, shout out to everybody in the space. Shout out to Chris, shout out to everybody doing something to contribute and encourage and educate their followers or their influence or their sphere of people, right, that they can help. Bitcoin's headed. I got no fear. So, you know what time it is around here. I was buying Bitcoin at 50,000. I bought Bitcoin at 15,000. I bought Bitcoin at 9,000, 10,000, 3,000, and I'm gonna continue to buy. You know why? Because I understand that Bitcoin's gonna be the money in the future, and you should too. Getting my greens in, guys. Getting my greens in. And I think that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. And I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Bitcoin Chris checking out. Much love, you guys. Peace.